Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist is a fighter. And, the narcissist is a fighter because they're fighting for love. And what is love to the narcissist? Energy, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but narcissists are fighters. They are that bully in the schoolyard, you know, picking on you, fighting you, and they always have the energy to fight you because they know that their words are affecting you. See, the narcissists, they only go after opponents who they feel like they can defeat. They will never go after people they don't feel like they can defeat mentally, financially. They won't go after certain people, because they know how they study people so well that they know I can't beat this person. This person has lawyers and, I can't beat that person. They would do this to me. They'll take my abuse. Why? Because they believe what I say. And I've beat them. I've broken them down. I've slowed them down with my words. So the narcissist is a fighter because they are that bully in the schoolyard that picks on you, picks on you, picks on you. And your parent told you the first time they picked on you, you should have got on their head because now they're going to keep on doing it because they know you're afraid. The narcissist knows that you're afraid, that you're going to back down. See, the reason they've broken you down to the point where you're afraid of them, why you're even afraid of the bully, is because the bully has presented themselves as the, most undefeated champion. And this may or may not be true, but most of the time, they're only a champion in their imagination because the people that they go after are people that they've slowed down mentally. Their words, the words that the narcissist said to you has affected you, has touched you in your emotions, and now you're thinking about them. The narcissist knows that. See, they're not thinking of you the way that you're thinking about them. This is why when the narcissist is fighting for your love, love doesn't mean what it means to you, to the narcissist. They're looking at it like supply, energy. So to them, it's like, if I tell you things and you believe these things, I've gotten into your mind. I'm keeping space in your mind. I'm putting you through stress, through heartache, through lies. And that's how I stay undefeated, because you won't even fight me back. And I know you won't fight me back because you're afraid. You're afraid of what I'll do. So the narcissist bully goes after people they know they can defeat because these people that they go after have feelings and they take what the narcissist says to heart. This is why certain people won't get bullied by the narcissist, because the narcissist already knows immediately that that person won't care or that that person will say something back to them. The only reason the narcissist puts up with the people around them is because they want them to watch the show. They want them to see them get in the ring with each supply. Fighting is very common in, in relationships and just human nature. Fighting, making up, fighting, it's good to fight for what you want, for what you love. When you're with someone you care about, you'll fight for the relationship, right? When you're at your lowest, you're fighting for the relationship, even at your lowest points. At your lowest points, the narcissist is laughing at you. When you're trying to bring the peace, the narcissist is fighting with you. When you're trying to resolve the problem, the narcissist is fighting with you. There's always a fight in the narcissist, even when you're willing to forgive them. And that's how you know it's a narcissist, because they don't even want to hear your side of the story. They just want to finish you off. Now, when the narcissist discards or the narcissist comes to fight me, I'm actually afraid, even though I've been building this stamina in me, telling myself, when I finally see this bully, I'm going to stand up to them. The bully's there to fight. They're fighting for love. They're fighting for energy. They don't care that you're afraid. They don't care that you're upset, you're sad. They don't care that you don't want to fight them. They feel like, I've been breaking you down this whole time and you haven't had the guts to fight back. And now you want to step up to me? Now I'm really going to make my move. Now I'm really going to give you the knockout. Because you didn't realize that you were afraid of me. You were afraid of how it was going to end. You were afraid of letting go. So let me wake you up. And, to them it's like, if you would have stood up for yourself a long time ago, they feel like they wouldn't have to keep fighting you. They feel like this is what you deserve. It's going to make you a better person, and these type of people, they're not afraid of you when you stand up to them. They don't believe you. They don't believe that you've changed. They don't believe that you've healed. Because they've been having you in the ring the whole time. And you've been running, wasting your breath, wasting your time, wasting your energy, your finances. And they've just been taking. So to them, it's like, I've already defeated you because I've been fighting you this whole time. That bully, you stand up to that bully and that bully doesn't care. They don't feel intimidated by you one bit because they feel like, I've already slowed you down. Now you're just trying to prove a point. You're trying to stand up for me. I get it. Stand up to me. I get it. You're tired of being everyone's joke. That bully knows. And that bully feels like, when I get you, I'm going to get you because I'm already in your mind. You've already been afraid this whole time. So if I stand up to you, I know I'm going to weaken you down. And if I just get one good hit, I know you're going to cry. I know you're going to give up. I know if you hear my flying monkeys around, it's going to scare you even more if I have people around. This is why the bully has to come with people. The bully needs to make a scene. They need the attention. But yet, their opponent, it's not even, it's not their match. And this is why When someone is tired of going around the ring with the narcissist and they're finally fed up, they get back up and they're like, I know the narcissist's every move. I know their every move because I've been punched in every way. I've been held close, monitored, observed, you know. I've been watched and played in so many different ways and so many different tactics that I know this person's moves. So now that I'm coming for you because I know your every move, now you're afraid, now you're threatening. Now you want me to believe that I don't know your every move. You're looking at me with the grin, smiling. You're in the ring. The narcissist is in the ring smiling at you. Now they're humiliating you to people. Now they're getting other people to fight. You know? Why? Because they're fighting for love. And once they feel like there's no point on fighting you anymore and they've got their championship belt because they feel like, hey, I slowed you down this whole time. Yeah, you got one good fight, but I've been fighting you this whole time. Now it's time to find a new player, a better player, a player that's filled with energy, a undefeated player, so I could break them down. I'm fighting for love. You know, I'm fighting for love, supply, you know. The very first moment that the narcissist lured you with a fight, you know, and you fed into the fight, you fought them back. They knew that you were in the game because you took a shot, you took a chance for them. The narcissist sometimes, in my case, you know, I didn't even think we were together and we were having our first fight. And then you think you're in something that you're not. And then you're asking for these things, but they already got you because you were fighting for them from the start. So the narcissist is constantly, you know, fighting for love, fighting for energy. But in order for them to fight, they need an opponent that they feel like they can read their moves. They've studied them in every way. This is why when they leave you, they don't just leave for a new supply. They study that person. They know that person's every move, you know? And then they slow them down little by little, and they stick around with you, devaluing you. And they're still in the ring with you, but they're like, I'm about to KO. I'm about to KO soon. So, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, move it along. This fight over here, I'm getting paid more for this fight. This is pay-per-view. This is pay-per-view. You have to pay to watch this. The narcissist is like, you have to pay to be around me now. I've seen people literally trying to buy the narcissist's love. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it. And the narcissist doesn't care because they have a new opponent. So the narcissist is constantly fighting for love, supply. So when they see the good in people, like a bully, you know, they'll build you up just to break you down, to say they beat you. They have to get you first before you get them. You know, so this is what narcissists do because they're fighters. And I had that realization, you know, everyone's talking about fighting and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, the narcissist loves to fight. I remember times where they'll pick an argument, out of nowhere, and when other people heard and got involved, the narcissist would put the blame on me. They're like, it's her. She's starting stuff. And people would be like, I only hear you. Like, I don't hear anyone else. I only hear you. So I was thinking, like, wow, it seemed like they were always fighting me, and I'm like, why? Like, why would you want to be around someone that you want, that you're fighting with? Or even with, like, videos, like when you see videos of people fighting, the narcissists like stuff like that. They like when they see women fighting over a man. Like, all that excites the narcissist, you know? When their family is jumping on you, and when they have their siblings or their mothers or fathers or whatever fighting you, and you thought you got along with everyone, and now, even though they know the narcissist is wrong, they're fighting for the narcissist because at the end of the day, they love the narcissist. There'll be times where you want to get out of the ring. You're like, I don't want to fight for your love, and the narcissist wants to keep fighting. They're like, if you don't want to keep fighting, then I'm going to have to knock you out and find a different opponent, right? But in those moments where you feel as if you're out of breath, you can't fight anymore, you're bruised up, you're like, I don't stand a chance. In those moments, you'll look at the narcissist and you'll tell them, I wish you nothing but happiness. I hope, whoever it is that you're with I hope that person's making you happy. I hope that, I wish the best for you. I'm just hurting right now, I'm hurting. I lost, you know. I lost, and I wish you nothing but happiness. But you don't even realize that they didn't even give you a real chance at love. They were too busy just picking an opponent to fight, that you don't even realize that you didn't stand a chance to fight for their love, because you weren't going to get love in the end. You're fighting for love, but then you didn't know the rules to the game. The narcissist, only chooses opponents that they know they can beat. So once you realize that they beat you at something that you didn't know the rules to it, and not only that, but they used your weaknesses, to exploit you. When you realize the narcissist is nothing but a fighter, they want you to fight for their love, and you're telling yourself, I don't want to fight for your love. I just want to love you. I just want to be happy. This makes the narcissist uncomfortable. This makes the narcissist feel undesirable. They feel like you're boring. They feel like, why are you not giving in? Why are you not fighting? Why aren't you giving me energy? So then they create a bigger mess. Then they try to hurt you in different ways. See, the narcissist knows your value. The narcissist knows your strength. The narcissist knows that if you develop certain skills, you can move ahead of them. But they're fighting for love, meaning that even when they move on, they don't want you to stand a chance to fight with anyone else. This is why they had to slow you down. This is why they had to kill you off. They had to knock you out, because they wanted, to be, they want to put you in a situation where it's difficult for you to get back up, because you don't believe in yourself anymore. You think that that's how things go, so To them, it's like, I didn't just knock you out. I'm still fighting for love. Thank you for wishing me well. Good luck. To them, it's, you know, um, I'm in a competition with you. So even after they leave, you're thinking, I'm hurt. Why are they throwing, this new supply at my face? Why are they showing me all these things? Why do they want to hurt me even more? Why did they marry this person? They are fighting for love even when you're not with them anymore. And they're showing you that they're fighting for love because to them it's like, I'm beating you at this. It's nothing but a competition. I'm beating you at this. They want, past sources of supply to feel like they're the champion. I remember the narcissist one time told me, I want one of those belts, those boxing belts. And I'm like, you don't box, you know? And in his mind, he did because he knew that in order to, you know, defeat someone, you have to defeat them mentally. He knew with every single curse word, every single, insult was hurting me, was slowing me down. Because you think about these things. You go to work and you feel bad about yourself and what this person says. And then they build you up again. And then not just that, but they keep an eye on you. They're so close to you. And you tell yourself, I want this person, just leave me alone, because they'll sit here and love bomb you, and the love bombing will consume you to believe that this person's not fighting you when they are. It's just a way to stay close to you, to keep draining energy. When a boxer slows down their opponent, they get close to the opponent. They push him and pull him. This will make him feel uncomfortable, tiring, tiring the opponent out. They stay close to you to tire you out. If you know your opponent isn't used to fighting on the inside, he will always try to make space and push you off. How many times you push the narcissist off? They discard you and then you don't want to answer their calls because you're like, they disrespected me. But they stay on you. They come to your house, they come to your job, they're sending you flowers. They stay close to you, because they know you're not used to fighting. They know you're really hurt because you won't answer them. This will cause him to burn a lot of energy and tire him physically and mentally. The narcissist wants to drain you out of your energy, out of your love, so that you don't have the physical energy to follow your dreams, to stay focused on your goals, to be persistent on your health, to have the emotional intelligence to connect to your spirit. They want to dim all of that. This is why the longer you stay with them, the more they take energy out of you, because they're constantly fighting you for your love, for your energy. And when they feel like they've groomed someone else, and they've only groomed that person because even if this person is well off and they feel like, I've made it, I have a new player in my game, there's something that the narcissist saw in that person as a weakness, and they're going to pick at that over time. So this is why I say the narcissist, fights for love, because they're fighting for your love. They want you to fight for them. then they want to slow you down, burn you out, sleep deprivation, just the insults, the stress, all of that. They know that you're not a fighter. This is why people tell you when someone disrespects you, shut it down the first time, you know? And I told someone one time, I said, when you're dealing with narcissists in this world, because it's going to get worse, I told one of my followers on here who had a session with me, I said, you have to get to the point where someone can be beating their chest in front of you, someone's behind them playing music, someone else is, hitting the drums, and this other person, you have to live in a world where that the narcissist is a fighter, and there's going to be insults, words, things being said and done, people smiling, people wanting to see a fight, narcissists wanting to see a fight, narcissists pushing other narcissists towards you just so that they can see the fight. They're pushing those people at you just so that they can see a fight. So the narcissist, you guys, this is a fighter. This is someone who likes to triangulate people. They like supplies, fighting with each other, because that means that the supply is, both of them are burning themselves out, because they shouldn't even be fighting over this person, but they're fighting because they care. And if they care, that means that they love me. And if they love me, means I have energy. So I hope that this message was helpful for you guys to understand why the narcissist slows you down, why this person, they look at you like nothing but an opponent. Once you know their game, they don't want to be around you, and they go only after people that, they know that they can fight with. This is why, the narcissist will fight with you, and the moment you fight back with them, now they're satisfied. Now they're happy, or they fight with you, and now they feel like they could sleep better. They're like, you're crying and stuff, but now I can sleep better because I showed you when I went in the ring with you that I'm a fighter. Don't underestimate me. But after the fight, when I'm not in my fighting mood, because it's a job. Fighting for your love is a job. So when I'm not fighting for your love, and I don't feel like I need to fight for your love because I know I got you, I'm going to be calm again. I'm going to be calm because I'm not getting paid for that. Right now, I'm just doing what I want to do. But when I want more energy out of you, when I feel like I'm losing control, I'm back in the ring with you. And I'm sticking close to you. This is why when a narcissist is doing bad in life, they'll spend all of their time with you, and it'll seem like they care about you, but they just want to waste your time. They want to be intimate all the time and drain you of your energy. When the narcissist is fighting for your love and they're not doing so well, the way they treat you is different because you're winning. The moment the narcissist feels like they have something and they're going to get more, they're out. And when their plans don't work out, usually it don't when you're cheating. See, they're fighting for your love, for your supply, but they're always cheating, right? They're always cheating. And this is why they never win. And then they run across someone who now they've met their match, because now that person is spending all their time with the narcissist too. You know, they're spending time with each other. You know, their new supply is like, hurry up and go to the store, babe. If you're not back in 15 minutes, I'm going to think you're cheating on me, because we're together and we're with each other all day doing nothing, because we're both doing bad right now. Secretly, they're holding on to the narcissist, feeling good, like I'm the breadwinner, I'm being nice, I didn't do this with my ex, I'm being the man of the house. They met their match. When the narcissist meets their match, the same things are done to them. That person beats them because they spent all that energy with that person, and then here that person regains their energy, returns to an ex or someone new. They were like, I was just at the narcissist's house because I needed a place to stay. I know the narcissist thought he looked up with me because I looked good. He thought I was, for the streets because I was doing bad because I was with an ex who did something to me. Whatever sob story that Jezebel has. And she's hanging on to the narcissist, and you're thinking to yourself, why has he downgraded with this person? She's not ugly, but she, mentally, you can see through it. And you're thinking, what's going on? Is the narcissist really beating this person, or have they changed, or are they just not playing the game anymore? Have they changed? And the whole time that person's playing the game with the narcissist. They slowed the narcissist down on their supply just so that they can leave. They're like, okay, I got my own place now. I have money for my own place. I'm out, Or I was only here for a while, but I see you don't have nothing going. And I just found someone that has way more than you. And the narcissist will feel drained because they tried to slow you down for this other person, and this person took so much energy because they were so busy fighting you, someone that was not even fighting them, for someone who they trusted, who's fighting them the whole time, because they got into the narcissist's mind. But the narcissist thought they had them figured out, but that person already knew the narcissist's tricks. The narcissist's fake persona, they already saw through all that. They already had all the hints. The moment the narcissist would be with you because they knew they couldn't all the way cut you off, that person already knew why they didn't spend so much time with the narcissist. They're like, I already know why they cut their phone off. I already know why they'll call me later, hours later. I already know the game. That's why I have someone else. So the narcissist wastes all that energy just to play themselves. The moment that new supply starts dreaming, having nightmares, their intuition is telling them something is wrong. The moment that, now they're driving by their house just to see if their car is there because the narcissist said they had to do something, and now they're just driving by, they're like, the narcissist's car isn't there. So the narcissist is already thinking ahead, and now they're like, I'm just going to park my car here and catch an Uber here, or I'm going to have my primary source pick me up, and I'm going to leave my car here to make it seem like I'm home. They're already thinking ahead, trying to be a trickster, and this person knows that. They're like, I knocked at your door, I looked through your door, I looked through your window, there was no one there. So in those moments, the narcissist will discard you. They'll put so much energy into fighting you to go prove to that person that they're going to be the primary soon. And eventually the fights stop because they get to the point where they put that person at their breaking point, and they're like, okay, that person's not going nowhere. Now I could discard you. That's just the narcissist's nature. They like fighting. They want to always show you who's on top, who's in control, who's smarter, who's quicker. This is why you'll have kids that are narcissistic, then they start trying to overpower their parents. Grandparent is getting old. Now the narcissist in the family who feel like they're at the top of the hierarchy, now they're after the grandmother's goods. And then you're like, oh, you only care about money. They're like, no, I'm fighting for love. Love is money to me, I don't look at love the way you look at it. You could buy me. You could buy me, and this is why sometimes the narcissist is relatable, but a lot of times they're fighting you for things that are given, or they're being sneaky about things. It's mostly the lies and the lies that lead up to fighting, and the narcissist wants to fight, and then they want to catch you at a vulnerable moment, when you're not thinking of going the extra mile. You might think about it. This is why a lot of times you're thinking to yourself, I should go put a restraining order on the narcissist because they've crossed my boundaries, right? And then you'll say, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just let it go because I'm not a fighter. I'm just ignore it and let it go. What does the narcissist do? Now they send you a restraining order and you're like, man, I wish I would have done it. Because you never fight back. As an empath, you think that you shouldn't have to fight back, or you're afraid to fight back, or, you also know that the narcissist is a trickster. So a lot of times when you do finally fight back, that's when they get you. They're like, okay, got you, call the police, got you. And you're like, what? You've been abusing me the whole time. They're like, nope, slowed you down, and I got people around me, got you. That's what the narcissist does. So I hope that this podcast was helpful for your healing. If you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information is on the description. Just give me about 24 hours to respond to you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and I'll talk to you guys on the next podcast. Love you guys. Bye.